that I want you to go ahead and find out the root cause as to why the PCs that are within my network are not able to get a IP address from the DHCP server. Okay, Claude's here. He's going to be y'all senior. Okay, Claude, sorry, I'm volunteering you.
I see.
And
I see.
Y'all, hey, I didn't take advantage of the moment. And y'all are going to go ahead, right? Claude's going to have access to my screen. And Claude, you're not going to go ahead and tell them answers.
Okay.
You're a senior, but you're gonna have them walk you through it. Okay. The goal is to realize and find out why my PCs can't get an IP address and resolve the issue. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves, whether it be in the whether it be in the growth and networking chat or whether it be in here. Y'all can talk verbally. Of course, give each other time to talk, within each other, of course. But yes, let's go ahead and get started. Claude, you got access to my screen.
Okay. Let me see here.
Okay.
Oh, Claude, just because that's a VPC, just do an IP. Just show IP. Yeah, show IP or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I believe it is. Yeah.
All right. And so we see that one's dead.
Claude.
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't want you troubleshooting.
Oh,
you're
okay.
just controlling the mouse.
You see me getting ready to launch it?
Yep. Stop
So
it.
basically, look.
So everybody that's on this call, you have, like I told
Hey,
you.
look, I'm gonna
OSI
watch
model.
Claude and say, "Hey, look, Claude, that's exactly what I was thinking."
Nope. I want you guys, and your best friend, and they tell you in your CCNA, your Network Plus, your A Plus, the OSI model is your best friend.
All right, so
everybody feel free to talk. I don't want to hear the same people. Y'all attending for a specific reason. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
Go ahead. A stopping point is probably going to be an hour from now, so that'll be 12:09. So it's on y'all. Go ahead.
So
let's go.
So we
fellas.
need to check to see.
Is everything connected?
To look for the DHCP server.
Okay, I'm bugging out. So the issue is right now that the workstations aren't getting any IP addresses, or there's like a it says like destination host unreachable.
Yeah, so
well, they
what
can't
you
get
see,
an IP address from the DHCP server.
So this is one of the PCs here, and you see we don't got anything there.
Yeah. Can we check if PC 14 is getting an IP?
So the net start command to look for the DHCP servers on it.
See, I'm trying to get number 14 to launch.
Hold on, Claude. Let me take a look.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, just had to be turned on. That's cool. Yeah, so it looks like all the PCs look like 14 is going to be the same way here as well. Let me just for giggles, see if we get the same thing going on for 11. Yeah. All right, so we confirm no IPs are coming through.
All right, so let's check the DHCP server.
That should be this one right here.
It says you should run a net start command to look for DHCP servers.
Let me see here.
Oh yeah, we could also do yeah. Well, yeah.
All right, so we're looking at
Damn.
20.30. We got a .40, .50. All right, so we got 4 different pools.
Yep. That's how the shoot. Golly, the VLANs.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Those
On
are the
top,
ones that are in the middle of the screen, right?
yeah. On top of that, our addresses, once we get them, they're going to start at 51.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
You're going to start at
Okay.
51. That's because he has some reserve space for these various pools as well.
Okay.
So we should be looking for addresses starting at 51 going up.
Got it.
Let's see.
Mhm.
All right. So basically, what we're looking at here is we're just looking to see anything in the config that may stand out, you know, that may seem like it needs some attention or something. So first, what we can do. So does anybody have any suggestions first?
Check to see if those PCs have to see if they show the DHCP server. So it shows here that one of the troubleshooting steps is to do is check for net start command to look for the DHCP server.
Brian, stop Googling.
Hey, real quick, are the PCs configured to accept
Yeah, DSCP.
TCP?
These, yep, they're configured to, you know, broadcast DHCP constantly. So these are just Linux boxes that are just emulating simple PCs. That's
Okay,
it.
so then like they don't have like static IP. Like cool.
No.
Nope. They're always broadcasting every 30 seconds.
Gotcha. All right.
Is
Only
it
thing
possible?
that's not going to do is it's not going to assign itself an IP address like Windows would, that PIP address. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. I understand now. That's why. Okay, that's why. Looking at the language, like,
Pause.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
Okay.
You're killing me.
My bad.
Nope. You're the
Yeah.
senior. Everybody else jobs. They tell you what to do.
All right. So
Is it possible to do exactly what you did on switch 6 on switch 3 and 2 ports?
Switch
and
6.
what is that?
Is it possible to do that command show IP interface brief or that you did on switch 6 on switch 3 and switch 2?
Oh, the
This is what I'm
switches.
talking about. Good stuff.
The switch is
Good
connected
stuff.
to the PCs themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he wants
Good
to do
stuff.
so all right, so yeah, so we could do that. I'm gonna go ahead and bring those up.
All right, thank you.
This is okay. This is troubleshooting. I like that. Good stuff. Who was that?
Dennis M.
Hey, Dennis. Good stuff. This is troubleshooting. So Claude, they tell you what to do. You just drive. That's it.
All right, I'm gonna sit that right there.
Guys, while Claude is pulling all this up, remember, and again, I gave you guys a big hint, the OSI model, okay? Remember the process of encapsulation and de-encapsulation and how that data travels throughout the network, okay? Troubleshooting, OSI model. Look at it, and think about what my initial issue is. My PCs can't get an IP address from the DHCP server, okay? All right. So I know you guys can do it. Ask Claude what information you need, what switches you want to look at, what devices you want to look at. But essentially, I want to go ahead and cultivate you guys' mind to go ahead and start thinking as a network engineer. Okay, let's look at the OSI model. Either top up or bottom down. Okay.
All right.
Claude, hold on. Let me let Carlos in.
Okay.
There you go. You got control. Yeah.
All right, so Dennis, so this here, pretty much we got switch 6 that we can probably start modeling first.
Mhm.
And you can see which ports is up, which ports are down. You can see which port is connected to the actual PC, which is gig ether 02.
1, 0.
Do we do a show VLAN?
Okay, okay. Okay, so what
Clock
do you
stop.
see? Okay,
Clock stop.
okay.
So
Go ahead, folks. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, so
Talk
there's no
amongst
ports
yourselves.
assigned
The
to
VLAN
there's nothing
10 is the
assigned to
server,
the
right?
VLANs. There's no ports assigned.
assigned to the VLAN.
Well, y'all on it
What's that
tonight.
VLAN 10 is the server.
No.
Yeah, 10 is the server, but it's not 20, 30, 40, or
But it's
50.
active on G0, what? G02?
Z02, which is
Which one is that one connected to?
that's switch 5. It look like from here
PC 14?
10.
G02. It's only on this one right here.
Oh,
So
that's
like
the
switch
extra 14.
6.
Yeah, we're just looking at switch 6 right now.
Okay, switch 6. That's
Yeah.
all right. So
Yeah, just conquer and divide individually.
okay.
So would this thing, will we be able to bring up switch 5 and see if it mirrors the same thing?
We can.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, we
Okay,
can.
yeah, let's try that.
So let me go ahead and take that one down, bring this one up.
Show VLAN brief.
So you want to do
So
a
I'm trying to
VLAN?
figure out if that one is directly
VLAN
Let's see.
it works.
Can we just show VLAN, one of the VLANs there?
That one says active, but no
But there's no
ports.
ports there.
No ports.
Then this one shows a guest though. This one didn't show guest on the other one. Can you pull back up? Was that 6?
Okay. I should have that open up down here.
Yep, right there.
So switch 6.
Can y'all see this? Y'all
So
need me to
this one-
change the font on this? Matter,
Yeah,
we
just
can
make
see it.
Yeah, no, I need it a little bit bigger. You know, I need
yeah,
the font a little bit
I'm
bigger,
with you. I'm
please.
with you. I'm with you.
Hey,
I'm
look,
with you.
he gonna have us having them Coke bottles in a little bit.
Look here, Brian. Look here, man. You got the premium prescriptions, man. Like I'm out here struggling right now.
I'm trying to tell you, look, I got that blue reflective lens in mine too. I could pretty much see it, but you know, I don't need to make my vision a little worse.
Listen, I just took out my contact for the night. I ain't going to try and put that jump back in. Respectfully.
So this one
so
has
that's a
guest,
difference right
but
here.
no active ports on guest for switch 6.
Mm-hmm.
But it has active at G00 on that one. So is it?
So, question. The DHCP server should be in that port gig 00 on switch 5. That should be in VLAN 10 instead of VLAN 30, right?
Okay, so what y'all feel about that?
I agree.
Because if you look over here at the server, the IP address is 10.10.10.0.
Yes, sir.
24, and if you look at, and you know, the 30, VLAN 30 would be at 10.10.30.0.
Yeah, because you're looking at what the like what they fall under as opposed to it being okay. It's giving you the actual.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I mean,
that's
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not
so
sure.
so that little screen I got up there, that's the DHCP server.
So that's the
there.
actual DHCP server.
Yeah, so look at the address it has.
Yeah,
That one
so
says
that would
50,
have to
but
be
50
in,
is
that would be in,
engineering, right?
that'll be in VLAN 10. So we would have to change
Yeah, from
gigabit.
guest to server.
Yeah, we
Okay,
have to change gigabit 00 to VLAN 10.
so is everybody in agreement?
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and let me minimize this one so it won't be confusing nothing. Let me minimize this one.
So before we make that change, right?
Mm-hmm.
One thing I want you guys to consider, right? I made you guys aware of the OSI model, right?
Correct.
Right.
So the one thing you want to do before, right? Before you even begin troubleshooting and looking at IP addresses, layer 3, looking at, looking at VLANs or what have you, layer 2, did we confirm, that the switch did one of its 3 primary functions? Did it learn the MAC address of the host that we're troubleshooting? Did anybody check that?
No, we didn't.
So
No.
you gotta check the MAC
Okay.
address, the MAC address tables of the switches.
You want to, right? And here's the reason why, right? Right. So what if the issue is just layer 1 and it's off? You guys are just going to host, wrong VLAN, et cetera, et cetera. Dude, what if it's not even on? So this is why you slow it down, you take your time, you use the OSI model. Is it up? Is my switch, learning a MAC address on this port for this, for this host, right? If I have that for all of my switches for the host for the port that it's connected to, we're golden. Layer 2 is fine. Now we can move up to the other side of layer 2, check VLANs on the switch, right? VLANs look fine, or if they don't, I'll go ahead and make my changes. Then I go ahead and move it to layer 3, right? But with this being a customer environment, you guys identified one key thing, right? I'm going to help you out here. You identified some of the PCs are on the server VLAN, right? So keep that in mind. The PCs are on the server VLAN. Okay, now I'm done. Go ahead and keep troubleshooting.
The PCs are on the server VLAN. The PC.
I'm trying to see if Dave meant to say one of the things that I heard him say, but then switch it to something else.
PCs on the server VLAN.
He said some of the PCs.
So if the PCs on the server VLAN.
Yeah, he said some of the PCs, and then he switched it to the PCs. So we probably need to check all the PCs real quick to see what those settings or the configurations look like on each one of them, and see if all of them are the same.
Exactamundo, right?
Yes.
But also, right, for your notes, right? Because we're not computers, we can't remember everything in our mind. Are we going to take notes and confirm our switches are learning the MAC address of our host?
I was gonna say that too. Like you gotta double check.
Okay.
Like switch 6 gotta learn. Switch 6 gotta
take your notepad out, guys.
Yeah, so let's go ahead
take your notepad out.
All right. So what's the MAC?
Tell Claude to take out a notepad, right, on the PC, and guys, go ahead and work together, right? Work together. Slow, be like, all right, cool. Let's go ahead and write down let's go ahead and notate the MAC address for the Dhcp server. Let's go ahead and notate the, hold on, Claude, I got you. It's on the other screen.
Okay.
Hold on. There you go. What's the Dhcp?
I was gonna say, if you want me to
MAC
be your note taker, I can.
No, it's all good. It's all good. We can make it all conclusive. Hold on. Let me edit some stuff right here. Hold on, Claude.
Okay.
That's right, because the path of a packet. The path of send a request. They gotta go through.
There you go, Claude.
Okay.
Oh, the small thing again.
Now, what command would you put in to go ahead and find out the MAC address of a host? Right.
Show
of course, we're using
show MAC address table.
Okay. Remember, the Dhcp server is serving in the background. It's a Cisco router.
Oh.
What command would you put in? It's a layer 3 device. What command would you put in? What protocol that we have?
ARP.
That there we go. That's what I was looking for. Can anybody explain what ARP is?
ARP is address resolution protocol. So pretty much I don't want to say it was kind of Excuse me.
Keep going. You on the right path. No, you good. Keep going.
All right.
Keep going.
So ARP is a protocol that helps resolve IP addresses to MAC addresses and MAC addresses to IP addresses.
Yes. Hell yes. Now, what Claude, damn it, you.
Oh, my bad.
But Twan was on the roll. But yes, we have our MAC address and we have our IP address. So let's go ahead and notate that down in our notes, okay? So Claude, go
That's
ahead
how
and put your MAC
excited I'm
address
trying to
and
start getting.
you got your IP address. So now, Twan, I'm gonna keep rolling with you. Ademola and everybody else that's quiet, I'm gonna get on y'all. So y'all be ready to go ahead and start this. Everybody's gonna troubleshoot. So, Twan.
Okay.
What are we going to do next? Now that we have our MAC address of our DHCP server, how am I going to confirm that the switch learned that MAC address?
We say it again one more time.
How am I going to confirm that the switch that it's connected to learned its MAC address?
We're gonna go to the switch.
Remember the OSI model. Remember the OSI model, layer 1. Firm connectivity. Are both sides up?
Show IP ARP.
Then 2.
Okay.
Only Twan now. Only Twan. I only want Twan talking.
All right. Well, first you're gonna confirm that the device is on. I know I usually do that. Like just confirm the device is on. It's working.
Okay. So what command do you want Claude to run to make sure that the interface is up and running? And mind you, this is Cisco router. So,
okay.
Claude, help me.
Is it show interface brief?
That's one way to get in. That's one way to get a MAC address. Yep. That's one way. But if we're looking for ARP, if we're looking to see the mapping from
show IP ARP.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. You write that down.
My bad,
right?
Dave.
But no, it's all good. So Claude, remember he wants to first he's checking layer 1. So you want to make sure the interface is up. So Twan, what command do you hold on? Erase that. Twan, what command do you want Claude to run to make sure layer 1 is working fine and well on the host? And mind you, this is Cisco router.
Dang.
Right on the screen.
Layer 1. Layer 2.
Layer 1.
Layer 1. Well,
Layer 1. Layer 2.
Dang.
If we wanted to confirm layer 1.
Layer 1.
I want to confirm layer 1. Well, I want to run the command that shows all the interfaces on that switch.
Okay. If we do that, we want to show all the switches. Walk me through that command. Show.
Hold on.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, y'all.
Take your time.
Oh shit! I love this.
So guys, right? So, and guys, I don't want you guys to answer it, right? I want you guys to think about it, right? If we're going to confirm layer 1, okay? I know you guys have been studying your CCNA or what have you, and your Net Plus, what have you. This is a Cisco router, right? And so this could apply, even though this is acting as a server, still can apply for your guys' study. If we want to confirm layer 1 is up and running, this command that you see, the first part of its output is telling you layer 1. The bread is in the pudding, right?
Yeah. I had to check my book real quick. I don't want to say it.
Okay.
I don't want to say think because you want to be, I know Dave always preached to me. So all right. Show interface status.
Okay. Here we go. Is there another command that we already put in that tells you layer 1 is up and running? Or
Could you, Claude, would you be able to move DHCP, that window over just a hair to the left?
Brian, stop.
Huh? I just need,
Oh,
I just wanted to see
Brian.
something.
No, Brian, stop. Juan,
Yeah.
so Claude, do this for me, right?
Yeah.
So Claude, I need you to go up until we see the command just for the interface again. That shows
Okay.
the interface statistics. Okay, I need you to highlight the first line, the entire line. There we go. So Twan,
Yeah.
that's the command, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and help you out because I know we're on limited time. That first line is telling you layer 1 and layer 2 is up and running on the router.
So y'all seen this
layer
highlight. Y'all seen this. Y'all seen this.
Yeah.
I was highlighting this back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Claude was giving you hints. Right? And so, we could have ran show IP interface brief, right? It'll show us the same thing, but again,
right
slow it down, and actually, take in. Okay, it says gigabit 0/0 is up.
Right.
That's the interface. That means it's up. Line protocol is up. Layer 2. Okay. But of course, we could have ran the other command, show IP interface brief. Claude, can you run that command for me?
Yeah.
And that's the other command you were thinking of. So we can run that, and like Claude was saying, Claude, extend that window, the DHCP window, a little bit.
You want to take my little points away from me, huh?
You got it, Claude. You want me to help? Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and run it again. All right. So Twan, right? So and everybody listen up, right? So we ran show IP interface brief, right? And we see the interface, right, that we're interested in, gigabit 0/0 to the DHCP server that's connected to the switch. We see the IP address, but you see status and protocol, right, under the little table that they created, right? Status being up, protocol being up, right? Claude, can you go back to the previous, can you run that command again that shows us the actual granular information of the interface, please?
Yeah. Specifically that interface. There we go.
Specifically that interface. So Twan, and everybody, right? So here's where you read in between the lines, right? So that first line again, it's telling us gigabit 0/0 is up. Line protocol is up. Layer 1 is up, layer 2 is up. You're good to go. Scroll back up to that command again, Claude, if you don't mind. Okay, so it's right there. Line protocol is up and the interface is up. So layer 1 and layer 2 is fine from this host, okay? From this interface. Let's go ahead and move on. So we have the MAC address, right? We have the MAC address, we have the IP address. Now, Twan, right?
Yes.
If we're going to confirm that switch, of course, the 3 functions of a switch, which you guys know of, and if nobody doesn't, we'll go ahead and review it. The 3 functions of a switch, right, is to, 1, learn MAC addresses based on frames source MAC address, right? Oh, somebody else joined the meeting. Give me a second.
No problem.
Okay, there we go. So, right, so one of the major features of the switch is it learns MAC addresses based on the source MAC address within the frame. Okay. Right. Second feature, right? One of the second major features, the switch forwards frames based on the destination MAC address. Okay. Third and last major feature, which is, I mean, we probably wouldn't survive if it wasn't there, is it prevents loops on redundant links using spanning tree protocol. Okay. So there's that, right? So, Juan, with all that being said, right, because you're in the hot seat right now,
right?
What do you need to check on switch 5 to make sure that switch 5 at layer 2 is working properly and it has the information from the DHCP server? what do we need to check on the switch?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
What do we need to check on the switch to confirm that it learned the information that it needed to learn to pass traffic from the DHCP server?
On switch 5, we got to run the same command, which is and it's yeah, we got to run the same command first and foremost. Yeah, we got to run the same command. I think it's a show in the IP interface status.
Okay, cool.
You know, I noticed that's actually a legit command.
It depends on which
Yeah.
layer
You
you're in,
have
right?
to put the port number.
Oh,
It
you
might-
gotta does it go, you have to go into what's already in privilege?
No, because see, I think that might be this might be an Eve
I
thing.
think-
It might be an
think you
Eve
just-
thing.
I think you'd want to remove the IP, just show interface status.
Yeah, you gotta check your commands, Warren.
Here we go.
So Twan, what did you
Oh,
want to
it's
get from this?
connected.
What did you want to get from this command?
Well, I
Oh,
wanted
not
to get,
this output.
I mean, it kind of what I wanted to get from this command was I wanted to see if the link between switch 5 and
The DHCP server.
the DCC server. Well, first I want to see if it's up, one, and then two.
When you say up, let's be clear. We're engineers.
I want to make sure that the port, the switch port that the DHCP, pardon me, I want to make sure that the switch port that the DHCP server is connected to is turned on.
OSI model. Nope, Twan, keep going. What do you want to confirm? Based on the OSI model.
I want to
just talked about.
I want to make sure that I want to make sure that the DHCP server, I want to make sure the DHCP server, the data that it's sending out is okay. That's too complicated. No, I want to make sure
It's okay.
I want to make
Let me
sure
help
that.
you. Let me help you, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
So what we did on the DHCP server, right, is we checked and made sure, right, before we start troubleshooting at layer 3, we confirmed that layer 1 and layer 2 is working properly, right, on the DHCP server.
I want to make sure that
and
the DHCP server was able to learn the host of the MAC address.
I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, reword it a little bit, but yes, we want to confirm that the switch learned the MAC address of the DHCP server, right? So what command do you want Claude to run on switch 5?
Switch 5.
Stop it, Claude.
Show interface or show INT GI. Let me see. 0/0.
Okay, hold on, Claude. I don't want you to type anything.
Okay.
So let's think about this. Let's think about this. So if I just told you the 3 functions of a switch, can you repeat them to me?
Sure. It's to learn the source MAC address, forward destination MAC address, and prevent loops on redundant links.
Perfect. So is there a repository on the switch for MAC addresses?
Yes, the MAC address table.
Perfect. Okay. So if the switch is, let's assume it's doing just layer 2, what are we going to check to confirm that it learned MAC address of the
MAC
DHCP
address
server?
table.
Perfect. So what command do you want Claude to run?
I have to look it up, but I get show.
Hold on. Claude, minimize this.
Okay.
So, Twan,
Yes.
and everybody here, it's perfectly fine, right? If we use the question mark. We're engineers, but we don't know everything. Use the question mark in front of the show command or what have you to find out and see what's going on. So you can tell Claude, hey, Claude, can you use the question mark so I can take a look?
Okay.
People forget. It's okay. All right. Go ahead, Claude. Keep rolling.
Keep going. Stop. Mac. Show Mac. And show Mac address table.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn. So it didn't learn nothing.
Really?
I did.
I mean, it just got its own.
It's in the yeah. I was just gonna say it's over there.
Isn't that its own MAC address?
No, it learned that MAC address. Switch 5 learned the MAC address based off what we pasted in the notepad. So the DHCP server MAC address is that right there. And then when you ran that show MAC address table command on switch 5, it's showing that MAC address table there. So it's showing that it's learned it. Is that right?
Okay,
right.
okay.
You said it right.
Exactamundo.
So it learned the DHCP. It learned the DHCP servers on MAC address.
Yeah. Which VLAN did it learn it on?
VLAN 30.
So that means that the other other switches should be at the same thing, right?
Brian, stop. Before we move forward, right? Because I don't want us to become computers. We're going to be engineers, so we got to be able to analyze. So Twan, with the information that you see, I want you to analyze and elaborate. What does this confirm from your original question?
Okay. So far on switch 5, it learned what VLAN the DHCP server is on and the MAC address that it has so far.
Perfect. 100%. All right, good stuff. Cool. So, well, before we move forward, we have that information. We confirm that next person that's in the hot seat will be Umar. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Perfect. Okay. So, what's the next step in our troubleshooting?
Okay. So it appears that are all the access layer switches, have they like been assigned like are all the PCs on the correct VLAN? Like do they have the correct, access ports?
Okay.
So Umar, let's look at it like this.
All right.
So we got a little legend right here that I'm moving around, right?
Okay.
And you can tell by that third octet, okay, which VLAN we're looking at. So we're looking at a 10 for your servers, we're looking at a 20 for the PCs, we're looking at a 30 for the guest, and we're looking at a 40 for sales. And what is that? That's 50 for engineering. Okay, you see that?
Right.
See that right there? All right. So let's go back to switch 5. I thought I had one of these is bigger. There we go. Get rid of this one. All right, so we got switch 5, and Twan already confirmed that we learn the MAC address of the actual DHCP server itself. Okay. And where's my little, there we go. We look at the DHCP server from the information we gleaned from the ARP table. We can see the address is what?
Yeah, it's
And
.50, right?
Yeah. So looking at that address there and looking at this here legend, as far as our VLAN is concerned, which VLAN should this here be attached to? Just
It
give me
should
a
be, yeah, server.
server. Okay, on VLAN what? Based
Right,
off
so
of the
that would-
third, based off the third
Well,
octets. Yeah.
Before we move forward,
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be right. Okay.
no, Umar. So no, what Claude was saying was correct. But how would you confirm what VLAN is which on the switch?
So we could confirm by doing the command show VLAN brief, I believe, or
Good stuff. Let's run that command. Perfect. So with the information that we have, right? So
Right.
we have the server, right? That's connected on gigabit 0/0.
Mhm.
With the information that we're seeing, is it on the right VLAN?
no.
Perfect. So with that being said, how will we make that change?
So we will go into the interface gigabit 0/0 and assign it to the correct access port. So it will be switch port mode access VLAN 10.
Perfect. Because what if you didn't have the IP addressing scheme, and because I did purposely, I didn't put
Right.
the VLAN. I didn't put the VLAN number on that legend on purpose. So how were you going to figure it out? Okay? So these are things that you want to think about.
Yeah, absolutely. Mhm.
These are things you want to think about, is how you're running these show commands to help you troubleshoot, okay? So you want to go ahead and get the information that you want, show whatever, show what have you. And one thing I loved about Twan is he was running any type of command that he needed, but he knew the end result of he needed to find out information that he needed to find out. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So good stuff. Good stuff. So moving forward, and I'm still gonna let you stay in the hot seat. With that being said, now is the MAC address table going to change?
So it appears that it takes like about some time for the MAC address to like populate.
Okay.
Since it, yeah,
You an engineer, you don't gotta wait for nothing.
right.
You don't gotta wait for nothing. You can control that.
Mm-hmm.
So how are we going to confirm it?
So we could confirm by checking the MAC address table again, I guess.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Like we succeeded. Change happened.
So
Bing bong.
Yeah.
Yep.
so the before picture was this one up here.
30, and then it changed to 10.
So we changed the based on his suggestion, the switch port access command from 30. And we negate it here, right? We negated the
Right.
30, and then we changed it to the 10 there, and then confirmed it in the configuration.
Yeah, right. So I just wanted to ask another question. That what if you like just manually assign it, like give it a static IP? I'm sorry, a static MAC address, since it's like dynamic on the gigabit.
You can.
Right. Okay.
You can.
More work.
But why would you put more work for yourself?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, if, for example, if there's like a rogue DHCP server, or like, another like DHCP server that has a different MAC address, could assign a different, IP addresses. So, yeah.
No, you're right. So, and Jermaine's probably laughing because I know what he's thinking, right?
Is he in
Other
here?
mechanisms.
He damn sure is.
So,
You talking about that Snoop?
Yeah, that's
stop it. So Umar, there's and I'm gonna go ahead and post it after our session. But there's different mechanisms that work better, right? That Cisco and different vendors created called DHCP snooping and dynamic ARP inspection, right? And that's better, right? Once you read about that, and me and you, we can have a one-on-one about it. You'll see that's more effective than setting a static MAC address, because what'll happen if you connect it to another port?
Yes, it's going to go into the shutdown. Oh,
go ahead.
Yeah, so it shuts down, like it goes into since it's port security is like enabled by default, so it shuts down the port.
What if we didn't enable port security?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So
if we switch to another port, what happens? Right. And I'm asking you this logically, right? And this is not just to you. This is for everybody. I want you guys to really think like engineers. Get out of the book. Get out of thinking about the perfect environment. Wherever you guys, because you guys are going to become engineers and get jobs at these companies where, sorry to say, their config is worth shit. It's all over the place. You'd have thought a third grader did it, right? So you got to think about it. Let me take a step back. How is this configured, and how am I going to fix this? Make sense, Umar?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I love the way you troubleshot that. Next up, Kelvin.
Yes,
what's
sir.
next in trying to find out why my PCs are not getting the IP address from the DHCP server?
All right, so we checked layer 1 and the protocol was up, the line was up. Then layer 2, we checked there was a problem with the VLAN. So we switched from VLAN 30 to VLAN 10. Now we already know all the lines are up from the PCs to all the switches. So switch 6, switch 2, and switch 3. If we would check layer 2, will we check to make sure the PCs are in the correct VLAN?
Exactamundo, I like it. Let's roll. Go ahead. Go ahead and help Claude drive. Tell them what you need to see.
All right, so I would do a show VLAN brief on switch 6.
Why?
Because I'm trying to see which gigabit 02. I'm trying to see which VLAN that interface is in, and right now it's in the VLAN 10, and it needs to be in VLAN 20. So I would go into conft. I would run the node switch. I would go into that interface. Yes, I would conft. I would go into that interface on interface gig 02. I put no switch port, VLAN access VLAN 10, and then I would put switch port access VLAN 10. Excuse me, 20. I'm sorry.
Why?
Because no, not no switch port access VLAN 20, switch port access, because I'm moving gigabit 02 from VLAN 10 to VLAN 20. Because
before you make that change, don't say enter. So I thought your original statement was you want to make sure that it's learning the MAC address. I don't think we've done that yet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, he went straight to the VLAN.
Okay.
Yeah, automatically, because I know that was a layer 2 issue. VLANs operate on layer 2 as well. My bad. I can go and check the MAC address.
It's no biggie. It's okay.
So
remember, guys, slow down. Take it easy, okay? Let's roll. Go ahead, Kel.
So show MAC address table. And I see that I need to know the MAC address from the PC first.
Good stuff.
Hold on, what was that? One more time.
I need to see that. I need to learn the MAC address from the PC, so I can make sure switch 6 is learning that MAC address on gigabit 02.
You know, are these actually identified?
Nah, they're not.
In PuTTY? Okay.
that's the weird thing with Eve. They're just gonna say VPC. It's weird. So you're probably gonna have to click on the individual.
Hey,
device
Claude,
when you
one
need
thing
it.
real
So,
quick.
Yeah.
Would you be able to go to that last would you be able to go to that last switch that was doing the show MAC address table on?
Yeah. Hold on.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Okay, cool.
Hold on. Brian, and again, I'm not, I'm not trying to be mean, but let's keep it on Calvin, and then when it's your section, we can look at whatever you want to look at, okay?
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, Calvin, keep rolling.
So yes, I'm trying to figure out the MAC address from PC 14.
Okay, and we need to pull up PC 14. Perfect. All right, Claude, go ahead. You can drive now.
Okay.
You can do a show IP. It'll show you all the PCs config.
All right, so the MAC address is 680E.
Yeah, Calvin, good stuff. But again, guys, it's there's a reason why I'm saying to take your time, right? If we rush troubleshooting and getting the data that we need, and Jermaine witnessed it. I was on a 4-hour call that could have been 30 minutes of troubleshooting because when I first started off as an engineer, I rushed it.
Yeah, I'm glad you slowed me down. Yeah, I'm glad you slowed me down. Appreciate it.
No, it's all good. Bro, we all make that mistake, right? We all make it. It's just about, the answers right there. They tell us on all the platforms we study on, either be the CompTIA Plus, Network Plus, CCNA, OSI Model, either top down or bottom up.
Right.
So now that we have the MAC address of PC 14, right, Kev? What are we gonna compare it with?
I'm gonna go back to switch 6 and I'm gonna compare it to the MAC address table on switch 6 to see if switch 6 is learning PC 14's MAC address on gigabit 0/2.
Gotcha.
And no, it's not learning the MAC address.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not learning the MAC address.
All right, so what we want to do? Let's go to layer 1.
Yeah, show IP interface brief and make sure that interface is up.
Okay.
Include gigabit 0/2.
No, that's what we want to do.
Or you could just put IP interface brief and then do
I'm doing too much here. Line. There we go.
So it's up and it's up. Has any traffic been generated from PC 14 to switch 6? It should have been, right? Well,
the only traffic. No, we don't got no traffic because we don't got no IP. We ain't learned no MAC address.
Can you do a shut and no shut on that port?
Okay, let's try.
There we go.
Let's try that.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. Cal. Bounce that port.
Let's give it a few seconds. Okay. And I couldn't remember.
So, go ahead, Cal. My bad.
I was saying I couldn't remember because I remember last time we were doing a lab on Eve where we thought that when we shut the port, traffic was going to automatically be generated, but it didn't. We had to actually send out a ping. But I mean, I know we don't have any, but we don't have any layer 3. So I guess we can check the MAC
Right.
address table.
Okay.
Right. And here's
Can I ask a question real quick?
yeah.
On a Cisco on a Cisco switch, right? Or rather even like on PC 14, how do you send like a broadcast in these type of
Boom.
situations?
I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get there, right? And I learned this from you know, doing some desktop support stuff and helping out some network engineers in the past, and of course, watching Claude's old videos and stuff like that, right? The reason why, you know, you're gonna go ahead and have a network engineer, if you have a PC that doesn't have an IP address, you're gonna go ahead and shut that port. What that switch does, right, and all you guys know, it's gonna send an electrical signal out
Right.
that port. Okay. What's gonna happen? Those copper wires are gonna go ahead and push it down. It's gonna respond to it, and that whatever's on the other side, it's gonna send an electrical signal back, right? Because what the switch is going to do, right, with every port, and I'm going back to spanning tree now, it's going to send BPDUs and try to negotiate to see if it's a switch that's connected on the other side.
Okay.
The other side is not going to send BPDUs, but it's going to get the electrical signal. It's going to say, "Oh, hey, we have a connection. Let's see if I can try to get an IP address." That makes sense?
Yes. Yes, that makes sense.
Cool. So, Cal, with that being said,
Now, now
check
just,
to see if
yeah, show MAC address table
learned it.
again. Yes.
Okay.
It's it still didn't learn the MAC address.
They didn't learn their MAC address.
Right. Why is it not learning the MAC address? Why wouldn't it learn the MAC?
Turn it off and turn it back on, maybe.
Oh yeah, turn the PC off and turn the PC back on. Okay.
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm thinking about only the switch. Okay, turn the PC off, turn the
It's
PC.
okay. It's all right. Look, Claude about to turn my PC off. Shit. But
Hey, don't do that.
so and Claude, I help you. You just got to right click the actual node. So and I said that little nugget on purpose. Paul, you got it. I said that little nugget on purpose is because although we'll be network engineers or what have you, dude, stuff that we learned in our entry level jobs, if you had it, you know, trying to get into IT, it still applies. You have a broadcast storm on your switch. If you can't pull the cables, reboot that damn switch, right? Your PCs, your users are hitting you up saying, "Hey, it's not, you know, I'm not getting an IP address, so I can't connect to the network." Have you restarted the computer, man?
Okay.
You know, good stuff.
It's
So we're
just
gonna
sometimes,
reboot
like I
it. Claude,
said, when
anything?
it's just sometimes when I'm troubleshooting, or it's like I immediately go to, you know, the thing I think is the most. No, I try to go to like the most complicated thing, and I overlook some of the most simple things.
Yeah.
Too.
And it's okay. It's okay. Here and give yourself some grace, dog. It takes time.
Right.
You're not gonna be a master overnight. You're not gonna be a master overnight. Gonna mess up. It's gonna take time. But with those mess ups and those mistakes that you make, you're gonna go ahead and that's just like a video game. You're gonna get experience and be like, all right, cool. I know, cool. I'm gonna go ahead now, follow the OSI model, check layer 1, check layer 2, all that looks good, yada yada, and move up, right? So it's all good. Don't be too much hard on yourself. Yeah, Claude, you can try to reboot it again.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Hold on, I got you, Claude. 1 second. There you go. And flip it back on. Didn't take that long. All right. See if we can access it again. There we go.
All right. So now we'll go back to switch 6 and see if switch 6 learned the MAC address in the MAC address table.
Yeah.
All right, it learned it in that port.
There we go.
But it's in VLAN 1.
Okay.
So now we need to move, since there's a PC, we need to move that particular port to VLAN 20. And we will issue the
why VLAN 20?
Because the PCs are, because that's the IP, that's the VLAN you have set for the PCs is right there, VLAN 20.
So what if I'm the customer that you're helping to troubleshoot? What if that was a sales PC? You didn't ask me.
You said what if that was a
PC?
okay. Yeah, you're right. So is it a sales PC, guest, or engineering PC?
There we go, right? And so, and good stuff, right? And this is all about slowing down the process, right? So, you know, you want to have that conversation and of course still be human with me and be like, all right, before we configure anything, right? Can we assign the PC to a specific VLAN just to test connectivity with the DHCP server? You know what I mean? So with that'll go over easy with the person that you're helping to troubleshoot, or if you're troubleshooting yourself. So you'll know as an engineer yourself, okay, if I set it to a specific VLAN, you know, a test VLAN, and I see if, you know, it gets the IP address, cool, I can look deeper into
I'll be right back.
It may be, go ahead. I can look deeper and see if it's a specific device or, you know, specific device issue or just a configure issue at layer 3 or something like that.
So the purpose of making the PC VLAN, the VLAN 20 was, like you said, maybe to have like a test VLAN or something like that in this scenario, because you would have sales.
You wouldn't know.
Right. Yeah. I'm just looking at based off of this. You know, how you had a VLAN set up. Like, what would be the purpose of just the VLAN? I mean, the PC VLAN if you have an sales and engineering, and yes.
Okay.
VLAN.
No, that's a good question. What you just got hired by the organization and it's set up like that? How would you know?
Okay. The only way I would know, I would ask.
What if your senior network engineer is not there?
So
hold on, Claude.
Okay.
Hold on. And I'm making a point here. So what if they're not there? You're the engineer. All you're doing, right?
Right.
All I asked in the beginning to all you guys, right, is I need to test connectivity. Why aren't my PCs getting IP addresses? I don't care about the design. I don't want you to do that.
Okay. So yeah, I would just throw it in the.
Go ahead. Keep going.
I would say I'll just throw it in VLAN 20 then, since we're just testing connectivity. All of those
exactly.
All of those are PCs, so I would just throw in the VLAN 20 to test connectivity, and then once we get everything connected, we can put them in the proper VLAN.
Exactly, 100%. There's always has to be a why. Always has to be a why before you guys do something. Okay. Don't just do it just because you did it in the lab or and stuff like that. There has to be a reason. So when you guys are practicing for your CCNA, your CCNP, your Net Plus, or what have you, you know, and Claude, he always slapped me in the back of the neck, not physically, but mentally, and it would say, but Dave, why are you doing that? Why are you troubleshooting like that? Why are you configuring your network like that? There's always has to be a why. That's the difference between people that just are analysts and people that are actual engineers. And my goal for you guys, everybody on this call, you're going to be engineers. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm going to help build you guys as engineers. Okay?
I would do the command switch port mode access, and then I would do switch port access VLAN 20.
There we go. Good stuff.
Switch port
now, guys, I know we're coming up on time.
VLAN 20.
I know we're coming up on time. So this is going to be session 1. I know it's, you know, still the holiday season, what have you. I am willing to have another session tomorrow night. I'll put it out there again. If you guys want to attend to continue this troubleshoot. Let's make sure we save all our configuration on the switches that we did make changes to. But good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Umar, Twan, and Kelvin, definitely good stuff. And hopefully everybody else that was attending as well, you guys learned stuff. But again, I'm challenging you guys. I'm putting you guys in a hot seat, not to be mean, not to be, hard on you. I want to make sure that you guys understand your why, and I want you guys to be great engineers whenever you guys get to these big organizations. You guys be able to add value and be a valued asset. With that being said, any questions? Anything?
So just in general, like no matter, so when you get on a customer call and like this is typically the method you will follow, like bottom up, always start physical, then layer 2, making sure the MAC addresses are being learned, and then we would go to all of the layer 3 stuff, depending on what the issue is. So
yeah, and depending on the situation, because you're not going to be troubleshooting, customers every time. What if it's you guys are network engineers for an actual organization? Right.
Okay.
And so what if it's, what if it's you guys, certain phones can't get IP addresses, or phones can't reach a cloud-based voice solution, or your VM instance within Azure that hosts your your some configuration, right? Your PCs can't reach it. How are you going to troubleshoot that? Right. So that's why you always, and they tell us, and guys, it didn't come clear to me until like, this year, is that the OSI model's always been there. It's your guide. Take it slow, use that, you're golden.
Okay.
You're golden. And it doesn't always have to be bottom up. You can go top down. It all depends. It all depends, right? Because, it depends on the entry point, right? And where are we doing the encapsulation and de-encapsulation?
Right.
Okay, so you want us to go ahead and troubleshoot the PC doesn't have connectivity. Okay, if it has connectivity, we check layer 1, check layer 2, and then we go ahead and move all the way up till, layer 7. Hey, the application actually freaking working. Or bottom down, you can use that method as well. Application working, cool. Cool, we go ahead and keep going down, cool. It has IP address, perfect. It has a, MAC address is there, perfect. On the PC itself, within the ARC cache, it has a MAC address for the gateway, perfect, excellent. Layer 1, okay, something connected to it's connected to, a port, right? The port looks up on the PC, right? So you can use it either way. It's all about, the way you use it and why you're using it the way that you're using it. You're the engineer. You're the scientist. You're looking up this information because you have questions that you have to answer for yourself to better resolve this issue.
Right.
Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
All right. I hope y'all was paying attention to what I just did. I was doing some commands up there, looking at some things, kind of foreshadowing what's going to be our problem next. So I hope y'all was actually paying attention. I know I was kind of typing fast, but
I wasn't even looking, honestly. I turned my head.
I fake saw what you were doing there.
Claude, spoiler alert, Claude, close it.
Yeah. That's it. Spider-Man spoiler alert. That's what that is.
I wrote some stuff down, so I think we're gonna be out there. Right.
If y'all didn't get it, y'all gonna have a field day tomorrow. So, but guys, great job, seriously. Twan, Kelvin, Umar, you guys did awesome. Seriously, you guys didn't give up. You guys kept rolling.
Brian,
you guys
did
asked for help,
amazing.
and you guys thought about it. Brian, you did. No, you did. Brian, you did good. You did good. And I'm gonna get to the rest of you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, you guys can attend. Guys, I do apologize. I know we're supposed to start at 8. Power went out randomly because apparently.
You got Spectrum, David?
Apparently, just. Huh? You said what happened?
You got Spectrum?
Yeah, I got Spectrum.
I heard
You
about
know, but the
Spectrum out there.
but it wasn't even Spectrum. It was the power went out. So I'm over here with candles.
Oh,
you know,
man.
looking like Dr. Strange out here. Yeah. So yeah, it was all over.
Well, if you've been practicing your arts, you know your way around it.
Golly.
y'all some bullies. Y'all are some bullies. But guys,
Hey,
great job.
man.
Get some rest. Get some
All
rest. Again, same. We're gonna have a session again tomorrow. This is just a exclusive. You know, before my birthday series, I wanted to give back and help you guys and give you guys some skills. So yeah, part 2 is gonna be tomorrow night. Attend if you can. It's not mandatory, what have you. And yeah, I hope to see you guys there. Claude and Jermaine, man, if y'all could stay on, definitely like to sync up with y'all.
Yeah, I'm
and
good.
Carlos.
All right, y'all take it easy, man.